Centralized DLP Management Console.
Okay.
Our DLP is available in both the format, either it's on-prem and on-cloud, so
Okay.
both the variants available. The best part of our DLP is that our DLP is supported in a hybrid network, means the same product will going to support on your Windows machine, on your Linux machine, on your Mac machines. Okay.
Okay.
And our DLP is come up with a complete endpoint security features. Let's see, for example, if the user wants the inventory management, okay, means they want to have a hardware and software inventory report of their endpoints of their client machines. So in that case, there is no need to use any additional tool. There is no need to buy any inventory management software because this feature is already available with our DLP. On my screen, you can see that this is the hardware configuration report of all the endpoints. See, the report is very comprehensive report. We have OS version, OS install date, iExplorer processor detail, motherboard, RAM, MAC adapter, Wi-Fi MAC adapter, USB MAC adapter, and PC identify number, motherboard serial number. Even free disk space is available in each drive that also can be seen on the management console.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
The PC manufacturer, PC model, MB manufacturer, graphic card details, machine type, whether it's a laptop or desktop, or BitLocker status, whether BitLocker is unavailable or available, so that information we'll get it.
Correct.
And the best part is that we are offering advanced filtering criteria where as an administrator you can filter the report, means whatever the things you want, you can simply filter the report and you can easily export the report in Excel, PDF, or HTML format. Okay. The software means what type of software that the users are using on their machine. So you can also have an inventory report for the software as well. So here you can see that these are the software name and it is installed on how many endpoints. You can get the report here, and you can easily have you can export this report or you can filter this report a software name or computer name and host name and OS type. You can filter the report. The other we have a software license. So let's see, for example, your Windows license key or MS Office license key means that license utilized on which machine. So you want to have a report on that. So you can also get the report. You can see that this is the license key, and it is a Windows 10 Home Edition, like Windows 11 Professional 64-bit. It is utilized on which machine. You'll get the here. When you go inside, you'll get the detailed information about the machine.
Okay.
Okay. So this can also be have a filter or export you can perform. We have given a separate tab for the Microsoft product inventory, like a Microsoft Office software, Microsoft OS software. So you can also perform a separate inventory only for the Microsoft products. You can have a filter or you can export the report as per the requirement. You can export the report. See, this the inventory management we have as an additional feature. Okay, it is included within the DLP, so there is no any additional costing for that. There is no any additional add-on for this module. It's basically within the package we have. Okay.
Correct.
And the best part of that, the our DLP solutions, sir, we are offering with antivirus or without antivirus. So let's see, for example, if you are approaching to a client, that client has already using some third-party antivirus or some other antivirus solution or some other EDR solution they are already having, but they only wants the DLP. Okay? So in that case, you can suggest only our DLP without antivirus or without EDR.
Okay.
Only the DLP feature you can suggest. And if the customer is they are not having any kind of antivirus or they don't have any EDR endpoint privilege response, and they want a complete package. So we also have a complete solution along with EDR, patch management, or DLP, data leakage prevention. So we have that. So you can approach the customer whether they are using any EDR, any antivirus solution, or they are not using any antivirus or EDR solution.
Correct.
And see, this product can be approached in all the business segments. Either it's a BFSI or a construction or a manufacturing unit or a production. You can means every segment it will cover.
Correct.
Because And because we are targeting like we have a customer like 5 users
Hmm.
in their network. They are having only 5 systems, so you can also approach them with this solution.
Correct.
Now, on the dashboard, you can see like we have a it's a very interactive or like user friendly and customizable dashboard we are having here. So on the dashboard, you will have a, like a deployment status. See, when you are approaching a big customer like enterprise customer, so they always ask means we have a like 1,000 machine, five like a 2,000 machine. So how we are going to install the solution on the each and every machines? Because the manual activity is a headache for them, right? So in that case, you can ask them in eScan, we can have a like a remote deployment option. You just simply define the AD, you can sync the AD Active Directory, or you can simply like add the IP range of the machine. So it will discover the machine, and after discovery, you can perform the agent deployment remotely on that particular machine. So the
Okay.
remote installation, the remote deployment can be possible with our solution. Not only the eScan, but if you want to like perform the installation of any third-party software, let's see for example VLC Media Player or any other software you want to perform the installation. So in our solution, we also have option where you can also perform the deployment or installation of any third-party software apart from eScan.
Correct.
Okay, so this is also our unique selling point we are having here. Now, in the here you can see like deployment on the how many systems are eScan agent installed, not installed, the license status and the eScan version status. Here we have a protection status. Now, see in eScan we are having a different modules are there like web protection. So the web protection is specially designed where the admin they can restrict the users, they cannot access any unwanted applications like unwanted websites like pornography or gambling, alcohol or social networking or job sites or shopping sites. So there are predefined categories are there. You can simply block and allow the category as per the requirement.
Okay.
So here we'll get the information about the web protection. Means web protection is module is started in how many machine, it is start on how many, stop on how many machines, so that information can be seen here. The other module we have like endpoint security, application control, and the USB control. In the application control, you can restrict the users; they cannot access, they cannot use any unwanted applications. Unwanted application means the computer like a computer games, instant messengers, music and video player, peer-to-peer application means BitTorrent and download managers, and the remote applications. So we also have a predefined categories, and you can this can be also customized. Means you can add, you can create your own category, and you can accordingly you can block the application access on the user's machine.
Okay.
So here in the endpoint security, you will get this module is started or stopped on how many machines, so that information can be seen here. And you can see that this module is supported in all the operating systems,
Hmm.
either Windows machine, Linux machine, Mac machines. And the
Cor-
privacy control. See what happens, sir. The user sometimes the user doesn't have a time to clear their cache, cookies, browsing, and cache a download history and the everything like temp files. So in our solution, we are having option where we can simply schedule this task like run a system startup, run as every day particular period of time. So as per the schedule time, the eScan privacy control will run and clear all the cache, cookies, and the browsing and the temporary files on the user's machine. So what it will do, basically it will increase the performance of the machine.
Correct.
Okay. So this is also like an additional feature we are having with our DLP solution. Now you can also get the like a separate dashboard only for the DLP, the DLP data, DLP protection status. See in the DLP we have a sensitive files and folder protection where you can simply set whether this module is activated or inactive on the machines. Attachment control where you can simply restrict the users; they cannot send the attachment on they cannot send the attachment any other domain apart from the official domain.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, your domain is having xyz.com. Okay.
Hmm.
So the user, you can restrict the user, they can allow to send the attachment only through the xyz.com. If they are trying to send the attachment through their Gmail ID or through any other domain, in that case, the solution will block.
Okay.
And as a administrator, as a department has had, you can get the report, means what type of data the users are sending from their machine to outside through any source, either through USB, through instant messenger, through cloud drive, through browser, or through email. You will get the report like date and time, machine name, username, from email ID to email ID, like attachment path, size of the attachment, and the you will also get the copy of the attachment as a one copy of the attachment will get created, and it will like stored on the network drive. So as an administrator, anytime you can see means what type of data the user has sent from their machine to outside. You
Okay.
can get the copy of that file as well.
Kind of repository.
Yes, right. Now, in the protection statics, means you will get like if you have enabled the web protection, so you want to see like how many websites are blocked, how many websites are like allowed. When you go inside, you will get the detailed information about the system. See, this is a host name, 24 sites blocks on this machine, IP address, and it is present on which group. So when you go inside, you will get the detailed information about the website. You can see the date and time, the website name which is blocked, and it is present in rating block category. And this is the username on which the system has access.
Correct.
Okay. DLP statics, where you can simply have a DLP statics dashboard like content control. So in our solution, we have a predefined content like a PAN card, Aadhaar card, debit and credit card, voter ID, passport number, Indian mobile number, USA phone number, or any other information. This content control can be customized, can be configured as per the requirement. So let's say, for example, you have enabled this content control. If the user tried to send this information to outside, through either in this information is present in any document, any password protected file, any archive file, or they try to send simply in the content of the email, so immediately the solution will scan and block or monitor such activity. It depends what type of condition you have defined in the DLP protection.
Okay.
In our solution, we also have a backup. So let's see, for example, it's a complete backup, like where you can simply schedule the backup of like entire system backup, particular file extension backup, folders and file backup. You can define here. So as per the schedule time, the backup set will run, and we will take the backup on the encrypted format, and it's an incremental backup, and to store the backup like any NAS drive or like cloud drive or any G drive or Google drive or Dropbox, it will store the backup over there.
Okay.
So with our solution, we are offering the backup as well. So let's say, for example, if the customer is already having some other backup solution and they want our DLP, so with the DLP, they can also replace their backup solution.
Nee, but are you referring backup of only this DLP product or the entire system?
Entire system backup. It's not the DLP
File
product
and
backup.
folder,
Entire system.
everything.
It's a files and folder backup where you can simply define the extension-wise backup you can also take. Let's say,
Okay.
for example, PST file, PDF file, doc file, XLS file, you can define.
Okay.
The best part of that, the backup will be taken in an encrypted format, and it's an incremental backup.
And can this be backup on premise as a NAS or on a cloud also?
That option you can define. That option you can, let me show you.
No, no. In fact, what I would suggest, let you continue the way you are doing. So instead of disturbing your continuity, let continue the way you are doing. I will ask my query later on.
Sure, not an issue. So we are here in the dashboard in the real backup. See, attachment control also we are having, means what type of data the users are attaching to email or to any cloud drive, any like chat application. You will get the report for file activity report. It's also a very good and very important feature we are having. Let's see, for example, the user has connected the USB. The user has accessed the any network drive or shared drive. After connecting or after accessing, what type of action the user has taken? Maybe they try to copy some of your company's confidential important data. They try to delete it. They try to copy and paste. They try to modify. They try to create it. In that case, on the management console, you will get the complete visibility about the file activity, like date and time, machine name, username, file action taken on this copy, pasted, deleted, created, modified, source path, and the destination path.
Okay.
So with the help of this information, you can easily track the machine. You can easily find out the user if anybody who's tried to misuse, who's tried to misplace your company's confidential and important data. And if the user try to copy any file from the system to the USB, in that case, the a shadow copy of the file will get created.
Okay.
File integrity for the Linux machine, you will get the file and complete file integrity report here. Okay. Now the top 10 summary. Basically, as an administrator, you want to have like a dashboard only for the top 10 summary report, like since last 7 days or 15 days or 1 month. So these days you can configure as per the requirement, like top 10 USD block on how many machines, top 10 application block, top 10 website block. You can generate a detailed top 10 report here. Now on the console, we have a very good feature called asset changes, inventory changes, live inventory changes. So let's see, for example, if the user has like any kind of hardware changes like a RAM upgrade, CPU changes, motherboard changes, or hard disk changes, or if they try to install new software and try to uninstall any existing software from the machine. So here on the dashboard, immediately you will get the count. So when you go click on this count, you will get the detailed information about the machine. This is the host name, the current RAM configuration, the previous RAM configuration. If the multiple changes is happen, you will get the complete history here.
Okay.
So in our solution, you will get the live hardware and software changes alert. And these alerts can also be sent on the admin email ID. If
Okay.
any changes is happen in terms of hardware and software, so the solution will immediately send the alert notification to the admin email ID about the changes details.
Okay.
Either it's a software or hardware. You will get. You can see here the new software install, uninstall any existing software. You will get the alert here.
Correct.
So this is also a very unique feature we are having actually in the solution. Okay. Now, in the manage computer, where you can simply manage your endpoints. Let's say, for example, you want to create the groupings like a department wise, a branch wise. You can create the group like that, like accounts, admin, HR, or if you are having a multiple branches, so you can create the like a branch A, branch B, branch C. You can create the branch wise, and accordingly you can assign the policy to the respective group or respective department or respective branch. For the policy creation, you can create as many number of policy template you want. You can create. There is no any kind of limitations. There is no any kind of restrictions for the policy creation. So on my screen, you can see that this is the policy template feature we are having, like a web filtering. As I said, there are already predefined categories are there, where you can simply select the category, whatever category you want to allow and you want to block. Almost all the things are covered here. You can see that. Everything's are covered here.
Okay.
You can also create your own category, and under that category, you can add the URL to that category. You can customize that as per the requirement.
Okay.
And the other way, you can simply means you can block everything, and you can allow the users whatever you want to allow. So whatever website you are going to add here, the user will able to access only those. Apart from that, all other web access will get blocked.
Okay.
The time-based schedule also can be defined. In the DLP, actually recently there are many new features we have added here. The DLP, you can see we have a like attachment control where you can simply restrict the user. They cannot allow to send any attachment apart from the whitelisted domain. So let's say, for example, your company domain is test.com. So if you added the test.com here, so the user will allow to send the attachment only through this domain. If anyone who's trying to send the attachment through their Gmail or through Yahoo Mail or any other domain, in that case, the solution will block.
Okay. So this is basically a from to domain, right? Test.com is a to domain or from
Not,
domain?
it's a from domain.
It's a from domain.
From domain.
Okay.
Let's because see it's an official domain. So okay.
It's
So
a
the
company
user will allow
domain
to,
through which he
yeah,
is doing communication, mail communication.
right, right.
Okay.
The two domain also can be defined,
Okay.
and you can simply have a report for that. Means whatever the things the users are sending through the attachment, you'll get the report for that. You can also enable the shadow copy for that. So
Okay.
one shadow copy will get created on this NAS drive and network drive.
Correct.
You can simply turn off the save as PDF in the Microsoft Office document. That also
Hmm.
can be configured. The other we have like content control. So here you can see that in the content control you can define like you can run in the blocking mode or monitoring mode. So predefined contents are already there. You can see the Indian PAN card, Indian passport, credit card and debit card information, US passport number,
Hmm.
date of birth, everything is there. On which channel you want to monitor or block, that can be defined like a chat applications, drag and drop, all chat application, password protected archive, password protected document, scan archive. You can even if the user try to send such information through the removable storage drive, through the CD and DVD, if they try to print such information, in that case the solution will also get monitored and blocked. You can also define the recipient domain. Means you can whitelist means only on that particular domain the user
Can
are allowed to see.
can I have query? Can customer see? In fact, on the upper side you have mentioned few predefined criteria like bank passbook or credit card or debit card and all that.
Yeah,
But
right, right.
if company is engineering company and they want to predefine some drawing folder, it means that from that folder no one should able to send any drawing, move any drawing, upload any
That is
drawing.
there.
Then is that possible?
That is also there. That is also
Okay,
there.
okay, okay.
That is there. You see, I will show you. I will show you. Here you can
No, no,
customize
you can
the.
continue with this, and whenever that part comes up, you show me that. No problem.
Sure. See, here in the content control, you can customize as well. Means, let's say, for example, you want to monitor this the bank statement of account or MIC report. This can be configured like you can by giving the add or condition you can customize this. See,
Hmm.
and or condition you can customize this. So if this phrase and this word, whatever the word your phrase you are going to define, if such phrase and word is present in any document, in that case the solution will block and monitor.
Okay.
That can be customized in the content control. And the things you are looking for, like you want to have some kind of drawing files that can be monitored, you can simply define a folder here. You can see that. You can add that network drive or shared drive here. So, or you can define the condition here, like sensitive read and write or sensitive read only mode. So that the user will able to access that particular folder, the particular shared drive, but it will be accessible as a read only mode. They are not allowed to delete, they are not allowed to copy and paste, they are not allowed to transfer any document from that particular drive to any other source.
Okay.
That can be defined. Okay. We have instant messengers and print screen. You can simply block the file transfer through any instant messengers. You can disable the print screen. You can block the run. Sensitive files and folder protection. You can also have a clipboard control. For some of the users, you can completely disable the copy and paste. You can block all copy and paste. You can block the copy and paste in the remote session. You can allow copy and paste with RDP session. You can block copy and paste in the RDP to local, local to RDP. That can be defined.
Okay.
See the file activity monitoring. As I said, if you want to monitor any network drive or shared drive, means after accessing that drive, what type of action the user is going to take. They try to copy something, they try to delete, they try to modify, they try to create some files and folder on that drive. So it will get recorded. As administrator, anytime you can generate the report, you can export the report, means what activity the user has taken after accessing this drive.
Okay.
Same thing can be also monitored on the user local machine as well. Any folder or any you want to monitor, that can be monitored here. You can enable the shadow copy for the file copy to the USB drive. So whatever the data the users are sending from their machine to USB, so one shadow copy will get created on this network
Correct.
drive.
Correct. Understood.
Okay. Workspace app, this is also a very unique feature we are having. So let's see, for example, you want to restrict the users, they cannot allow to log in their personal Gmail. On the official machine, they are not allowed to log in their personal Gmail. But if your domain, like if you are having a corporate Gmail domain, in
Hmm.
that case they are allowed to log in. So
Okay.
here you can block the personal domain, personal Gmail account, or you can enter your corporate domain so the user will able to access only your corporate domain account.
Correct.
Same thing you can also define for the block Microsoft. You can disable repair profile option for MS Outlook. Means you can personal login you can block and you can only allow the corporate account login.
Correct.
Dropbox login, WebEx login, Zoom login, WeTransfer, block Autodesk, block Bitbucket, where you can simply block the personal account login. You can allow only a particular domain or particular account, your
Correct.
corporate account. Actually. So this is also a very unique feature we are having. So see, many of the customer now they are looking for the encryption, whether the solution is supported the encryption or not. So we have a complete encryption here, like a folder encryption, hard drive encryption we are having here. So as per the requirement, the users they can use this feature. Remote access
What is the
software.
use case of this encryption? Disk
See, the
encryption?
encryption basically is required. Let's see, for example, nowadays, are you aware about the ransomware attacks? Okay.
Hmm.
So what the ransomware does, basically they try to change the extension of the files.
Correct.
Okay. So if your drive, if your data is already encrypted,
Hmm.
so none of the ransomware behavior will be able to perform any activity on that because the files are already encrypted. So
But suppose I am using a laptop, correct? I have
okay,
I have enabled disk entry encryption on my C, D, and E drive. Okay.
right,
So
right,
I am regularly working on my laptop from 9:30 to 6:30. I am creating
correct,
files, I am modifying file, I am deleting file, I am sending file, I am receiving the file.
right.
Okay, so if I enable this feature, then that daily work won't hamper. But if any ransomware try to change the extension of my file or try to encrypt my file, then you mean to say it won't allow it.
Yes, right. You're right. It will not hamper the daily work of the user.
Okay.
And the encryption is also useful for that. Let's see, for example, nowadays there is a hybrid work culture as there. Okay?
Hmm.
I mean, sometimes the users are working from office, sometimes the users are working from home or any other remote location. Okay?
Hmm.
So if the data is encrypted, so they are not allowed to share their confidential data. They are not allowed to transfer. If they transfer the file, so the file get copied to any external drive or any other drive, but it's in a junk format. But no one can misuse that file, your official document, your official file, because it is encrypted.
Okay.
So in that scenario, also it is very useful.
Okay.
What actually, let's say for example, if the user is having laptop and their laptop somebody has stolen the laptop.
Hmm.
So if the laptop is got stolen, mean the data on risk. Anybody they can easily like misuse the data.
Hmm.
So in that case, if the data is encrypted, so it's no use for anyone. They are not, because decryption is not possible without the encryption key.
Okay.
So in that case, it is also beneficial. See the remote application where you can simply block the VPN client. You can disable Windows booting in safe mode. You can turn off the Android debugging bridge connection. You can block the AnyDesk application. Even nowadays, our users are more smart. They simply sync their application, browser, passwords on their cloud drive, personal cloud drive. You can simply prevent the sync for application, browser, password, credential. You can prevent the file storage on the sync on OneDrive. You can disable the sharing page Chrome as using QR code. You can disable the Wi-Fi password in a character view. You can also block the settings of Google Chrome. You can also have a turn on, you can the restricted mode on the YouTube. So the user will not allowed to comment. They are not allowed to see any comment. They are not allowed to comment on any video over the
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the features we are having under the DLP actually. In that case, one more feature we are missing here, like screen capture. So let's say, for example, you have enabled the screen capture and you have given the time interval like of 5 minutes. So the every 5 minutes, the agent will capture the user screen and the image will send on the admin email ID on the management console. So at the time, what are the things are open, what activity the users are doing on the machine. So as an administrator, as a department head, you can get the clear image on that.
Okay.
So in that case, we also have that feature we are having under our DLP actually.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other we have like you can also have like application access report, means how much time the users are spending on that particular application. You can generate a detailed application access report here. You can see that. The other features you know about like print activity, session activity, file activity. The new we have added application access report. Means as a user, how much time they are spending on that application, you can get the report for that. Really like time when the application was started, time when the application was ended, total time duration is spent, and the application path where the application is executed, you can get the report for that.
Correct.
In our solution, we also have a patch management where you can simply, it's a complete full-fledged patch management we are having. This is for the Windows patching, compliance status, non-compliance status, info pending status, Windows, all other patches along with the KB. All third-party application patching can be performed here for the Windows and the Linux machine. If the particular application is vulnerable, not vulnerable, you'll get the information. And this auto patching can also be performed through the management console. And the administrator, where you can simply create the role-based admin, you can create the grid-based administration, you can add the new users, you can define a job role of the sub-user, the admin user, guest user. So that can be like you can create the multiple admins for the access of the management console.